Yes, yesterday I received a text message from a CID officer by the name Andrew Sang that there were allegations that myself and other senior government officers have been having meetings that have been planning to harm somebody, and therefore I was required to appear here this morning at 8 o'clock to respond to those allegations. And the message also said that I've been the one chairing those meetings, and therefore I was asked also to summon the others who have been attending those meetings to be with me this morning. I was able to call a few of us, and even some of us also received their own text messages making those allegations. So we came here this morning, and we have had a meeting with a team of DCI led by Mr. Andrew Sang. And is it Michael? Michael Sang, sorry, Michael Sang. I not picked his name very well. And we've gone through those allegations. First of all, there is no written allegation recorded in the OB that we could respond to, even as we wanted. We went out of our way, we wanted to write those statements, but it became apparent that there is no written complaint. There is no complainant who has made the written report. What they have is a letter, a purported letter that has been circulating in the social media. I'm sure you may also have seen that letter. And we told them we couldn't respond to that kind of a letter. But they have confirmed to us that the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya made a call and complained that some cabinet secretaries and some other senior government officers have been meeting at Lamanda, and they gave a specific date of 14th May. And in that meeting, there were plans that were being hatched in that meeting at Lamanda to kill him. And that is why the DCI thought those allegations were serious enough to warrant summoning us to this meeting this morning. We have not been able to record any statement because standard procedure is that if somebody makes an allegation of that nature, that person is required by law to record a statement. The Deputy President has not recorded any statement. We have also asked those who received the call to reduce what they were told on phone in writing so that we can be able to respond. They were not able to reduce that complaint into writing. We still wanted to go out of our way. At least if they can reduce what they were told verbally into writing, we could have, again, as law-abiding citizens who want to be helpful in carrying out investigations, could have gone out of our way to record the statements. They were not able to reduce that verbal complaint through a phone into writing. And because of that, therefore, we come to a conclusion and an agreement with them that we can't record any statement at this stage until the complainant makes a substantive complaint in writing, against which then we can be able to respond. But we have made it clear that at no time have we ever met anywhere, not just in Lamanda or anywhere else, to plan to kill the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, or any other person for that matter. And to avoid speculations, we want to confirm we've been having meetings. Indeed, we had a meeting in Lamanda, and we will continue having meetings because under the Constitution of Kenya, there is a freedom of association and the freedom of expression. People are allowed to meet as long as they are not meeting to plan any criminal activities. So we have been meeting, and the genesis of our meeting, if you may recall, is that there was a meeting of members of parliament from Central Kenya or Mount Kenya region in Naivasha, where they made complaints that the government was not fast-tracking development programs in the Mount Kenya region, and the government officers were not accessible to them. And a subsequent meeting was convened in Nyeri. In fact, after the Naivasha meeting, their leadership asked for a meeting with the president, and that meeting was called in Nyeri. And that meeting, the MPs explained to the president the complaints they had. Some of the programs that are not moving, roads, water, and also that second complaint that senior government officers, ministers, PSs, and even ends of parastatal from Central Kenya were not accessible to them. And they wanted the help of the president to intervene on their behalf. And in that meeting, the president instructed me to coordinate, get those issues from the members of parliament, and then coordinate the side of government so that I can be able to channel those issues to those ministers and PSs and then parastatals so that they can be able to sort out those issues. Because the president may not have the time personally to sort out each and every specific issue. Because these issues also keep coming every day. So I was given that responsibility by the president to coordinate that and also to call those ministers for a meeting and give them the list of those issues and explain to them what the members of parliament were complaining about. So those are the meetings we have been having at Lamanda, and in fact we have another one tomorrow to continue sorting out those issues of development that affect the people of Mount Kenya region. The people of Mount Kenya region, like all other people in this country, are entitled to development and government services. Therefore, there is nothing sinister, there is nothing unusual for people from a particular region in this country to have meetings to discuss affairs affecting their region, especially when there are complaints emanating from their representatives requiring government to respond to those issues. So we want to make it very clear that those meetings were geared towards looking at those specific issues. They were never meetings planned to assassinate the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. In fact, yesterday was the first time for us to hear those allegations from him. He has never raised them in any form of forum. Maybe he may have raised them privately, but I don't know. But there is no form of forum where I sit, where he has ever raised those allegations. I can't confirm whether Rotich is supposed to be here. Rotich is not one of the people who attend those Lamanda meetings. Because you know Rotich doesn't come from Central Kenya, and those complaints were specifically about ministers and senior government officers from the Mount Kenya region. And that's why those who are not from Mount Kenya region were not called into those meetings. Because the members of parliament specifically complained about accessibility of cabinet secretaries and the senior government officers from Mount Kenya region. Because these are very, very, very serious allegations. Very serious allegations, especially coming from the person of the stature of the Deputy President, occupying an extremely powerful and important office in this land. I would expect somebody in that office to do proper investigation, their machinery to do that before making unsubstantiated and wild allegations of that nature. I think it's irresponsible, unfair, and it intended to portray us in a very bad light so that we look like criminals who meet to plot criminal activities against him. It is also intended to injure our reputation as law-abiding citizens of this country. So we are waiting for the DCI to conclude the investigations, and then we can be able to make a decision on any other further action we want to take.
How then
either individually or collectively.
How then is your working relationship with the DCI?
We will continue working with the Deputy President, and we will continue working with anybody else who is working in this government. We don't have any issues or any problems with our work with the Deputy President. I've already explained to you the people who come for meetings. It's government officers, PSs, people who are able to make decisions on specific government policy issues. No politicians or campaigners come for those meetings. We are required, the letter was shown to us, and we were told that this letter contains the allegations, but the DCI was not able to authenticate the letter. So we told them, if they authenticate the letter, they find it is genuine, and therefore it requires our response, we are ready to do so anytime. But at this point in time, they have not been able, the cybercrime investigation is still going on to find the source of this letter. And therefore, that is why it was not possible to respond to a letter that is not yet authenticated.
Way forward, are you planning to come back here?
If we are called upon as law-abiding citizens of this country, we will be able to come back.
Okay, probably just to hear from your colleagues.
No, I have been able to speak on their behalf.
That is very clear.
Unless,
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.